MP, you win the Player of the Month so much they should name it after you.
You guys inspire us. We love you.
We have both single and package games available.
Next up to be here for a figurine giveaway. Come to the game and get a figurine of your favorite mascot, Mundo.
The National Basketball Association and the Cleveland Cavaliers are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play, or using improper language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member. Folks, don't forget to come out to the game this Saturday day. What better way to have the year? At shooting guard, at 6'3", number 45, Donovan Mitchell.
Hi everyone, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at the Trailblazers. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time, sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all.
And for the Trailblazers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Avdia. Red Hat is out there with Scoot Henderson. Then there's Jeremy Grant, and it's Klingon in at the 5 spot. And for Cleveland, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. Doris, in this one, we've got two very good shooting teams that love to focus on that 3 ball.
Well, there are certain organizations that lean heavily into this age of analytics. Both of these teams like to value the shots you most want. That's at the rim and now the 3-point perimeter opportunity. So let it fly, guys.
There's Garland, and it's Portland with the rebound. One of the toughest teams for certain this season. They've hit the 60-win mark.
And fantastic team play. They've been fairly fortunate with good health along the way, adapting to everything that's been thrown at them. This group is a top contender, no doubt, for a deep playoff run.
Coffey's gone a perfect 2 of 2 from the arc. Pass to Allen. Allen, a screen on Grant. For 3, Hunter. The shot, no good. Portland's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. From deep. And again for 3. The basket is good from Red Hot. Coffey's got 9.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. Garland looking it over. Mitchell wide open. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
Donovan Mitchell will answer with his own 3. This guy has got a ton of pride and competitiveness.
G.A., you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
And Coffey gets it to go.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Outside Garland, a three ball, and Klingon pulls it down.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
And finished off by Avdia.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Pass to Mobley. For three, Mitchell. Portland grabs the miss. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
Here's Garland after the made shot from Red Hot. Garland with the bucket.
Well, the toughness of Darius Garland on display. Wants to finish through contact and get the bucket.
From downtown, and he hits it from deep. 3 points there from Red Hot. Coffey's got 16 points.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. The Cavaliers trail by 13. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Garland.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Stolen. Down low. Here's Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now, here's Mobley. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Celtics in Boston.
And we can't forget his dominance on defense, guys. His shot blocking altered the entire game.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. Trailblazers leading by 15. Stolen by Mitchell. Right side, Garland. Latrey. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Klingon's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. A different look now for Cleveland. Wade, he's checked in for Evan Mobley. And Strus is subbed in for DeAndre Hunter. And Portland making a change here. Garland kicks to Wade. Back to Garland. To the paint, here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Oh, my goodness, a little force from Donovan Mitchell off his feet in a hurry.
When it comes to the game's elite scorers, Doris, Donovan Mitchell is certainly on that list.
Kevin, there's no question about it. He's a proven playoff performer, a natural leader who doesn't mind a team leaning into his scoring ability. And the beauty is he can do it in a lot of different ways.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Six on the shot clock. Wade sets the pick for Mitchell. And the 3 off target. Last game for the Cavaliers, they picked up the W against the Celtics in Boston.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
We talk about multiple efforts on the defensive end, and I thought, boy, that was good old-fashioned focus, team effort. What a win.
Here's Coffey. He's got 18. The shot's good from Simons.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their 2 meetings.
You know, despite the disparity in talent, these two teams played each other tough last year. Let's see how competitive they are this time around.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Mitchell. Again, Mitchell missing.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
A nice shot by Simons.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Here's Coffey. Good on the triple. Coffey's got 21.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Trailblazers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
They've got Mobley. Isaac Okoro out there with Max Strus. And it's Tyson in at the power forward position. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Red Hot was indeed hot, and the last game against the Nets was outstanding. He added 37 points and was reliable as ever from distance. One of the great performances I've seen in all my years, and I really mean that. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
From past the arc, up and in, off to an efficient start, 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
And Greg, when you're facing the front of a back-to-back, how much does that affect you as a player?
Before and after the game, for sure, it's on your mind, but once the whistle blows, you have to live in the moment. You can bet the coaches are very aware of it.
Right wing. Here's Mobley. No good that time. Nice D from Williams. Trailblazers have got a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Elbow shot is on the way. And Portland again with the bucket.
And shooters shoot. And Simons sure has a feel with that quick trigger.
Here's Jerome, covered by Simons. And it's Strus missing. For Portland, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Back to Simons. And another 3 for Portland.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
The wide open shot from Strus. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter could just do a little bit of everything.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. It's Strus on the wing. From outside, off the mark. For Portland, they've gone a superb 7 of 7 from the field here in the second. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. To the inside. Pass to Coffey. Here's Simons. Here's Coffey. He had 37 points in the win against Brooklyn. 5 to shoot. Back to Simons. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Cavaliers shooting a disastrous 25% from the field so far. Here's Jerome, covered by Simons. Jerome passes to Strus. Wide open. Count it. Strus has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
The Trailblazers working the ball around now. And there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target from Red Hot.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
Here's Simons. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Portland.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Well, also, guys, what a start from beyond the arc. A huge part of their game today. That's going to help their spacing.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
Yeah, they do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
There's Garland. No good there. Great D that time from Red Hot. Inside. And the slam dunk by Simons.
Yeah, this is what Simons does best. Once he catches fire, this guy is a tough one to put out.
It's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Mitchell outside. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Jerome. That one's off. Still out of sync. And here are the Trailblazers. And it's Grant in the corner. To the middle. Here's Coffey. Comes up empty down low.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Coffee. He's got 36. Bucket is good. Simons has got 12 now in this quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Cleveland has gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. Klingon with the steal. Here's Coffee. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Coffee's got 38 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Garland against Simons. Jerome, no good. Pass to Coffee. Three-pointer. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers able to put on a show for the ages. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Player of the Month awards are in. Let's check them out. In the Eastern Conference, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
No surprise to see Giannis take home the award. It's almost a surprise when he doesn't win it. Very impressive. Lately, he's been at his very best, which for him is as good as it possibly gets.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Portland Trail Blazers.
A key part of this one, their bench production. Those guys can heat it up in a hurry. Give the starters a little rest. Can't ask for more than that.
Wash, rinse, repeat. You guys wouldn't understand that because it involves shampooing. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Red Hot has really been making it happen, guys.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
Cavaliers shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. Klingon is out there with Denny Avdia. Then there's Scoot Henderson. Then there's Red Hot, and it's Grant in at the small forward.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Pass to Coffee. Henderson outside. Here's Coffee. Shot clock at 6. Avdia, and he's good on the three ball. Avdia's got 5.
Well, just ready to shoot as soon as the ball touches his hands. That is Denny Avdia. This guy has an instinct to score it.
And the call will be against Red Hot. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here's Cleveland. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Mitchell in the corner. And the shot falls short this time.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Avdia dishes to Henderson. Here's Coffee. He has 38 in the game. Henderson passes to Coffee. Clock at 6. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And again, it's Portland with the three.
Such a confident young man. Scoot just goes for it.
Henderson's gone 2 for 2 so far from 3. Mobley outside. And here is Hunter. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Here's Klingon. From down in the low post, it goes.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
Garland finds Mitchell. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
Inside. Here's Avdia. Here's Klingon. Lays it up and banks it in. Klingon's got 4 points in the quarter.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Doris, when the Cavaliers made the trade for Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland then began to do a lot of his work off the ball.
He had to, Kevin, and he made no secret of the fact that this was an adjustment. When you are accustomed to being the primary initiator, moving off the ball takes time. But to his credit, he's adapted beautifully.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Walker's checked in for Avdia, and it's Sharp in for Grant. Here's Coffey. Pass to Henderson. From outside the arc. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Down low to end the drought. They grab their own miss. The wide open look here for Garland. Off target from three-point range. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Coffey can't get it to go. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Drains the three-pointer. Hunter's got 6.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Here's Coffey. He has 38 in the game. Here's Henderson. Banked in off the glass. 11 points in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And it's Mitchell missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the...
Again, what an avalanche!
With 40 points in the game, he has claimed the number 2 spot now.
And GA, every game he has been a huge threat to just explode on the offensive end. What a marvelous year for him.
And now an amazing 53 games of 40 or more points, passing Wilt's mark set back in 1963. The incredible 62 effort of Chamberlain still looms as the top spot. Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Pass to Garland. Hunter, no one around him. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Here's Coffey, guarded by Garland. Henderson passes to Coffey. Klingon with it.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Coffey, and he's got 41. And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. Do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews, and the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
Here's Walker, another possession, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Henderson against Garland. Looking to get back on track here. Good as the jump shot falls.
pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Hunter with a screen on Henderson. 6 to shoot. Garland, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Coffey. He's got 44. Fires the three. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Portland with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Darius Garland. Max Strus is out there with Isaac Okoro. Then there's DeAndre Hunter. And it's Jerome in at the two-guard spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
Simons with the ball. Walker with a screen for Simons. Strus against Walker. Back to Simons. From the arc. That one, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Strus passes to Jerome. Outside Garland. Misses the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Over to the left wing. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Simons up top, guarded by Garland. And it's Simons missing.
Well, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
For 3, Hunter gets the three-pointer to fall. Hunter's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Cavs. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Banton's shot is off. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter.
Boy, the speed and the open floor of Darius Garland, and how about the decision-making? So impressive.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Here's Garland, picks one up. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Portland.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
Free throw good, Simons. Of course, we're in the world now of super agencies, which consolidate player representation. What do you think?
Kev, I think obviously it gives some more power to the players because of the bargaining leverage. But for player movement, does it give more power to the big market teams? We're going to have to watch this unfold.
And so often, we'll hear talk about how many rings a great player has. Doris, do we emphasize that maybe too much?
I think, Kevin, first and foremost, a great player is great no matter what. This is a team sport, and a player doesn't have control necessarily of the parts and pieces behind him or the organization within which he's trying to succeed. Titles matter, certainly, there's no question, and it's great fodder for fans, but it's not how I define a great player.
Here's Hunter. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Simons, and the layup's good off the glass. Simons has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, gritty inside. Simons amongst the big bodies.
Jerome passes to Strus. Allen outside. It doesn't go for him. Good tee by Williams. Simons surveying the D. Williams, a screen on Garland. 3-pointer, Simons. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Strus kicks to Garland. Pass to Jerome. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And here's Walker. Walker with the screen for Simons. There's the triple. The offensive rebound. Here's Banton. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Simons against Garland. And it's Simons missing.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Wound up there for Allen. Oh! Where did that come from?
Holy goodness.
That was beautiful. Here's Banton. Drops in the layup for 2.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Portland's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Outside, Simons. Williams, a screen on Garland. Here's Simons. Again, Simons missing. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Outside, Garland. Pass to Hunter. Here's Jerome. Wide open look. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Williams has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Trailblazers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And we have watched this team all season long play with such tenacity, with the wins piling up on the year. This will make it now 61 total.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Red Hot.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
That's a 2 from Simons. Gets a very good look and converts.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. He was all alone on that one.
This is why Strus is on the floor. His ability to spread you out from deep.
Here's Banton. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.